We're heading back. Charles City Dirt Riders. Been a couple weeks since I've been able to really get on the bike and go for a decent ride. It's raining, it's gonna be muddy, sloppy. Hopefully the trails are a mess. I can't wait. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm Tim West Moto. Let's go have some fun. Usually do check my gear before I go out for a ride or a race, especially a race. You definitely want to make sure you check out your gear, make sure it's functioning properly, everything's set right. I'm checking my goggles. Little did I know they would actually literally save my eye on this ride. I usually don't check my goggles. This is my backup pair. The pair I usually wear racing and all of that, I scratched up pretty good, so I grabbed my backup pair and I wanted to make sure the lenses were in correctly, that way I wouldn't have any issues with them. It's a damn good thing I did that. Coming through this little grass track slash small jump area out here at Charles City Dirt Riders. It's a really good place to warm your bike up. I like taking the bike out here, running a couple laps and then getting everything warmed up, getting the feel for jumps and seeing how if I need to adjust the suspension at all or what. Actually, I have plans on bringing my suspension out here to have Bob and his crew rebuild it, front suspension, rear shock, all that, over the winter time once the season's over, because right now my front suspension is just completely shot. It's extremely soft. I can't tighten it up anymore. I can't really adjust it too much. I'm tinkering with it a little bit here and there, but there's only a few more races left I'm actually going to be able to make. So my suspension is the least of my worries. I really just want to make the races and go out there and have a good time. I do understand it's an extremely important thing to have dialed in, but what's more important to me is actually just making the race. And sending the suspension out to get rebuilt can take quite some time that I don't have, and I'm not going to miss those races. So it's kind of raining, kind of not. It hasn't really started raining a whole lot yet. Here, where we live in Virginia, it's been raining a lot the past 3 or 4 days. So I was kind of sketchy about bringing the bike out here on the trails in the motocross area and all that, seeing how muddy it was going to be or how slippery it was going to be. But like I said earlier, this is the only day I was able to get out in the past few weeks, and I wasn't going to let a little bit of rain stop me from going out and trying to have an enjoyable ride. The thing is really cool about this place, this trail literally will spit you right out at the motocross track. So you can do a little woods racing, you can do a little jumping, go right back into the woods. That's just great. I park right here on the left. I'm right in the middle of all the action. And you can't get any better than that. Now, I mentioned in the previous video on the motocross section out here at Charles City, it was really my first time out on a motocross track. Even though these are all tabletops, there's no doubles and triples that you can really hurt yourself on. It's perfect for me to learn on, and I noticed just how much comfortable I am now than I was the last time I came out here. Now riding around, stumbled upon this. I missed it last time I was out here. This is an enduro section, little enduro section. Tires, there's a car you can go over. It's grown up, so obviously nobody really runs through this section at all. So I'm planning on going back and seeing what I can do with this, because everything's flat. There's really no easy ways over anything except for this little board right here over top of this car, which I'm really not sure it's going to handle all the weight that I'm about to put on it. But my intentions are coming back. I'm going to climb over this car. I'm going to jump over some of these tires. We're going to see what we can do. saying earlier, I was getting excited because I noticed I was basically doubling the distance that I was jumping from last time I was out here, and I was comfortable doing it, which is a huge confidence builder for me, seeing as I'm not comfortable jumping this bike. Except for now, my confidence level obviously is being boosted, so I'm going to get more and more comfortable jumping it. I'm going to get further and further jumping. So I wanted to hit some trails, but I decided I would come back out to the grass track a little bit, and I saw this figure 8. So I'm discovering all kinds of really cool stuff I missed the first time I came out here. So I'm terrible at flat turns. This is perfect for flat turn practice. I mean, you can't get any better. Look at this. Now we're onto the trail. I wanted to hit the trail at the front of the property again because it was really cool. It was really tight. There's some decent turns in it, some ups and downs, and it's an awesome place to practice. Obviously, anybody with common sense is gonna know if it's raining, it's gonna be slippery. If you're in the woods, you're on a hare scramble course, you're gonna be sliding all over the place. So I failed to understand this at certain points with my ride, and reality had to bite me in the ass and reminded me it's still slippery out there and you can't get hurt. When I wrecked, you guys saw I headbutted the ground pretty hard. Actually had a stick come through the left side of my goggles, and if it wasn't for my goggles, the lens that I adjusted earlier, the stick would have took my eye out. Literally, it would have stabbed me in the eye. So if you look at the thumbnail of this video, you actually see my black eye from that stick. Now I laid there for a minute and wanted to make sure everything was fine. My eye was killing me. I wanted to make sure I could still see everything because I knew something was going on. Yeah, obviously with my eye, because it hurt. So I got up, got back on the bike, and decided, well, I can still see, can't be that bad. Let's continue with the ride. What I think is really funny is I'm comfortable in the woods. I'm not comfortable on a motocross track or jumping the bike. So I have to go into the woods where I'm comfortable to wreck and get an injury. It is humorous to me. I think that's kind of funny. walking through here, I'm literally the only person at this entire place, which is awesome, but is also extremely scary, because if that injury would have been any worse, or I would have broken any bones, or anybody out here by themselves gets injured, there's nobody around to help you. So it's really important, and I need to start practicing this too, to try and have somebody come out with you, or at least make sure somebody's around in case you get injured, or you're hurt, or you're stuck in the woods somewhere where you actually need help. So the more it rains, obviously, the muddier this place gets. The track was awesome when I first got here. It was sticky, everything was going great. It's still going fairly well, but I'm noticing that you can see where I'm landing each jump, and I'm trying to push it to land past those landing spots. And my eye was just hurting and throbbing. The rain was stinging. I'm trying to make the best of my ride since I haven't been out in a few weeks, and it's just going downhill quick. So I decided I'm gonna try and have a little more fun out here before I pack it up. Decided, since my eye was still bothering me a lot, I needed to stop and take a look at it. Normally I wouldn't cut the track like I do here, but there's nobody out here. It's not a big deal. I need to check out what's going on with my face.
Goggles came off. Almost took an eye out. That is way too close. Way too close. It's raining its ass off out here. I think I'm gonna hit this trail back here again.
So even though it's raining, I'm now riding without any goggles. Everything's wet and slippery, and the weather's just getting worse, and I'm the only one out here. I can't let that stop. And I guarantee anybody watching this video is going to understand that, is going to be on the same page. Safety, yes, you have to be safe, which I use caution going through the woods. You can see that I'm going slower because I know it's slippery and I don't want to get hurt again. But you still can't let that get in the way of a decent ride. There's really nothing you can do to stop somebody that really just wants to get on their bike and go out and enjoy themselves. There's no greater feeling than being on these bikes, to me, and rain, slippery conditions, nasty, whatever it is, it's not going to stop me. Honestly, I think that's what makes the riding community, the guys I ride with, VCHSS, and everybody together, makes it so great, because we all share that passion. Whether it's sunny, it's raining, it's snowing, hangover hair scramble is in the middle of the winter on snow and ice, and there's people that's showing up and that's racing it, because we all share that passion, and that's something I guarantee you'll never take away. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, check out all my other videos, leave a comment. Again, if anybody wants to get together and ride or come out to Charles City and teach me something on how to jump these bikes, let me know. Until next week, I'm 10 West Moto. I'll see you on the starting line.